Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. So I wanted to come to you guys with a video and share with you guys like my opinion when it comes down to black on black crime, or why so many rappers or why so many men are dying at the hands of other black men. Okay, so this is something that I've picked up on, and it's really in the music industry. Okay, so the music industry is very, very wicked. Okay, so this is also in regards to like the Takeoff situation, and why so many black men, black rappers at that, are dropping dead, right, or dying as much as they are. Okay, it's because of all of the anger and all of the hate and all of the talk that surrounds, killing and being destructive and just really wreaking havoc in the minds of the listeners. Okay, so a lot of the music that is being played, right, that is being entered into the minds of the listeners are demonic. It is very demonic. It is very destructive. Okay, so if that is what you are constantly eating, right, if that is what you are constantly eating, right, in your mind, then that is something that you are going to eventually become, right? You are what you eat. That will ultimately become your environment, and you will be placed in certain situations that will render harmful to you, like the one with Takeoff. Okay, he was in a harmful situation. He was in the wrong place at the wrong time, and he surrounded himself. Not only did he surround himself with other people that had that same mindset of violence, of being destructive, he also rapped about it, right? He also rapped about it. He also talked about it. And he also reaped the things that he sowed, the things that he, talked about, the things that he preached about, the things that he rapped about in his music ultimately became a harvest to him, right? The killing, the stealing, the destroying, they push this stuff out into the media, into the people's minds. And so the people that are, the fans, the listeners, they are in taking this information that they are giving, or that they are putting out, what they are releasing, and they are becoming exactly what they're talking about, right? They're becoming exactly, the image of what killing looks like, and stealing and being destructive. All right, so a lot of what they are doing, a lot of what they are preaching, a lot of what these rappers are talking about is coming back on them. All right, it's coming back on them, right? And who's to say that the music that they're putting out is not contributing to 80% of the men that are dying due to black on black crime? Like I said, he was in the wrong place at the wrong time. It was a sad thing that happened, but ultimately he reaped what he sowed. So I say this to say that it is very important, the things that we listen to, the things that we intake, or the things that we let into our consciousness, that will ultimately become our reality, whether that's environmental wise, or whether that is actual actions are taking place. All right, the news outlets, they are not going to tell you this stuff, right? They're going to report on how sad it is that he died, and how sad it is that it was a tragedy and things like that, but they're not actually telling you the real reason that these murders are taking place, the real reason why you see so much crime, the real reason why you see so much hatred in the black community, or in in just people in general, is because of the things that they're pushing out in the media, right? It's because of it's because of just a lot of anger, hatred, killing, violence, stealing, destructiveness. It's because of these things. All right, so I just want to tell you guys to be mindful about the things that you listen to, the things that you let into your soul, into your spirit, that will ultimately become your reality, right? That will ultimately become, a part of who you are, a part of your mindset. Okay, so it is very important that you really just pay attention to these things. And yeah, you guys, I just wanted to give you guys this quick word. Hopefully this will, give you guys some understanding or some type of eye-opening revelation, you guys. I will see you in the next video. Bye.
In light of seeing that a rapper from Migos died, I just wanted to go ahead and make a video about something I have a unique experience in. So I directed a bunch of rappers, people like Gucci Mane, Snoop Dogg, Lil Yachty, the list goes on and on and on, okay? I learned a lot of things, and I have left the industry largely over my political beliefs, but there is something I want to impart to people to hopefully, make some sort of change happen. So I have a challenge to rappers, and I know some of you still follow me. I know a bunch of the celebrity blogs still follow me from trying to get news from music videos and things like that. So here's the truth. The truth is this: a bunch of young black male rappers keep dying. You know who's not dying? Record executives. The record executives that push for them to continue to make songs and create a culture that is obsessed with death, drugs, and sex. Period. The industry is obsessed with it, but those record executives, they're not dying because they don't push this culture on their own people, but they're encouraging you to push it on yours, and they're paying you handsomely to do it. The reality is, I know a lot of you. A lot of you are good people. You're family guys. You're not the image that you put out there to the world. Why? Why don't you be the example? Stand up. I challenge you. Be the example. Make music about the culture you want to see. Don't just get online today and talk about how, whenever a rapper makes it, his own people take him down. Don't just make those videos. Don't be sad. Don't rest in peace. None of that stuff. Be the change you want to see. Inspire it in your community. Reach out to other rappers and say, we have to stop. We're being used. You've been used for a long time. They create this paradigm to make you believe that you're so important and your celebrity status is worth so much, but in truth, you're a pawn in their game and you always have been. The government has wanted to hold down communities of people in different ways through different methods for a very long time. Their method in the black community has been to use entertainment to create a culture obsessed with death, drugs, sex, and money, so that they could create a false paradigm of what happiness and what success really was. And in doing so, they created a world that also made people more dependent on government, and as a result, gave themselves more power. The record executives that push you to do this, to go and continue to profit off the backs of your work, they're in cahoots with the elite. They're in cahoots with the government. They want you to think you're important, but in truth, you're just doing their dirty work for them, so stop. They've empowered you in ways that are real. You have an audience, you have platforms, you have the ability to make change. So go against the grain together. They're more afraid of you all together standing up and creating a new culture that's built around family, faith, freedom, doing the right thing, valuing life, than they are of anything else. So I challenge you, use your power to do the right things. If you continue to do the same thing you've done, more rappers like this are going to die. How many have to die before you change the culture? And let me tell you something else. There's a reason the record labels pay us more to do rap videos. They don't tell you that, do they? Do they tell you that they pay us more to do your videos? Because they do. They do it because they know it's more dangerous. They do it because they know it's more difficult. And they do it because, frankly, there's a lot of money laundering involved. Those labels wash a bunch of money through. We don't do it, but we know the labels are doing it 100%. Okay, they're then taking the money off the top end, and you see on your royalty check, oh, they spent $150,000 on this video. Did they? Because we didn't see $150,000. Okay, so where did the money go? And to who? Their friend's company? A lot of times that's the case. Same thing with insurance companies. They charge us more to insure your videos. And it's because they know the culture that's been created. They know that the only possibility of a music video being shot up is on a rap video. And that's the truth. So change the culture. You have the power. Your people deserve it.